I'm excited. I'm ready to move. Honestly, ready to take a couple deep breaths. I hope that one of those things can kind of relate to you, whether it's movement or whether it's slowing down and taking some deep breaths. Yoga is awesome because we can do it all. We can get all of those things, and then we can even focus our practice to just be catered a little bit more to what we need. Personalize it, if you will. So this morning, this afternoon, this evening, whatever it is when you're watching this video, wherever you're at, whatever you're bringing to this space, let's be intentional about it. Let's be intentional about what we're doing. Let's be present in this space. Let's lose sight of the other things that we need to do or need to accomplish. Those can get done when it is their time. And you are here now, so let's enjoy that. Start to just lengthen a little bit more through the spine. Just drop the shoulders. Now start to lengthen your breath. So we've kind of lengthened our physical body. Focus on the breath now. Bigger inhales. And on your exhales this morning, let's keep the mouth closed. So press it out through the nose. But when you do this, I'd like for you to start to constrict the back of your throat. It almost feels as though we're not breathing out of the nose because there's so much concentration on the back of the throat, and it creates this almost like whistle type noise. So each exhale, feel yourself just release a little bit more. I'm going to ask you guys often throughout this class to come back to our theme of balance, and not just in the term really of yoga and the physical asanas of yoga, but balance in our life, balance within ourselves. Inviting maybe two differences to come together, creating a beautiful balance. Okay, let's take just one more inhale. Exhale it out, drop the chin to your chest. Now what I'd like for you to do is just take an inhale, lift yourself right back up. Let's do like an, as you exhale, just drop the chin to the chest. And then inhale to bring me back up. Exhale, drop it. Now this time, inhale, bring the head and neck back up. As you exhale, just turn the neck to the left side. Super gentle. Right shoulder, your left shoulder as well. Both shoulders are pressing away here. Spine has stayed perfectly straight. Let's take an inhale, come back to center. Exhale, turn now to the right. Very intentional movements this morning. Inhale, let's come back to center. Exhale, turn to the left. Good. Inhale comes back to center. Here's our final time. Exhale, turn to the right. Good. Let's inhale, come back to center. Now this time, let's take an inhale. Let's move the arms and shift them up. Just kind of start to move this energy around. Drop the shoulders and let's just hold here. Stacking everything, drawing the belly button into your spine. So we're contracting through the core. Let's take another inhale here. Now this time, exhale, drop the chin to our chest. Arms stay lifted. Inhale, pull the head and neck back up. And then exhale here. Let's go for a twist. Left hand comes back behind us. Right hand comes over. Add a little bit more body here. So before we just turn the head and the neck, this time add a little bit more body. Take the gaze all the way back behind you. And start to open up a little bit through the backs of the shoulders. Good. Your next inhale, let's lift both of those arms back up. And instead of twisting here to the other side, first exhale, drop chin to your chest. Inhale, pull everything back up. Kind of feel yourself lift here. And then let's come into that twist. Right hand comes back behind you this time. And turn that gaze. Keep looking back behind you, opening through the backs of the shoulders. If we're feeling like we're leaning back here, pull everything back into midline. Good. And last time here, inhale, sweep both hands back up to the sky. Let's exhale them and just drop them down to our knees. Moving the spine here a little bit more. Inhale, pull the chest through. So some seated cat and cow. Being mindful here, we're not kind of creating an accordion neck here. We're not lifting the neck so much that it kinks in the back. Exhale, start to tuck the chin to chest, round through the spine. Good. And inhale, pull yourself through. So there's really just an opening of the chest here. That's the biggest difference. And exhale, release it out. Final time, inhale, pulling through. Open up those breaths. Open them up. Exhale. Good. Bring yourself back up right here. Little bit of movement here through our core. What I'd like for you to do is inhale, sweep those hands up. Exhale, drop the right hand. Reach that opposite left hand. Now be mindful here of all of these adjustments. So opening up, taking the gaze up if that feels okay, and then planting through the left hip, grounding through that. Let's inhale, sweep both hands back up. And exhale, dropping the left hand, reaching the right. And again, going through all three of those adjustments. Opening up here, taking the gaze up with you, and then grounding through that right hip. Make one last final extension, make it powerful. And then let's inhale, reach both hands up. Flip those palms, exhale, press all that air away. Okay, let's start to get some bigger movements here. Let's go ahead and find ourselves on all fours. So from here, all 10 fingers are pressing into your mat. You guys know this, but what I'd like for you to do is start to contract the core just a little bit more. So there's a difference between kind of relaxing. I can feel myself here, allowing my belly to hang low, and then just pulling it in, drawing your belly button up to your spine. Beautiful. Now hold this contraction and extend that right leg back. Drop the right hip if you need to, just to make sure that they're in line with one another. Let's come right into our first balance. When you're ready, reach that left hand out in front of you to our full bird dog. Good. Let's just take one more inhale here. Exhale, very slowly come back down. Again, draw the spine in line with the belly button. Pull them together. Extend that left leg out. Now think about all the energy you're exerting here. You're pressing through that left heel, pressing your hands into the mat. Good, now let's extend that right hand this time. Balancing here. Using your core for stability. Here's our last breath, big inhale. Exhale, come back down to the mat. Let's move a little bit quicker here. When you're ready, inhale, let's reach left hand, extend right leg back. Exhale, come back down to the mat. Inhale, other side. Exhale, long breath. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. This time, inhale and hold. Deeply bend the right knee, sweep the left hand back, maybe make that connection. And now once again, pull everything into midline. We're pulling that right elbow in. And then maybe start to press the foot into the hand, opening up a little bit. Awesome quad stretch, first thing. Last big inhale. Good, let's exhale and release. Extend out to your bird dog. And then take it back down to the mat. Inhale, coming right into that other side. We fall right into that alignment. Left hip in line with the right. Deeply bend the left knee. Let's sweep that right hand back if that feels okay. Now pulling everything into midline. Gaze is just in front of your mat. Remember, we're not kinking through the back of the neck here. Length through it. Pull that left elbow in and let's press the foot into the hand. Do not lose sight of your breath. Let's take another big inhale. Good. Exhale, slowly release, extend to the bird dog. And then let's bring it back. Sink back to your child's pose just for a moment. Extend the arms nice and long. So we find some length here through our spine. Really feel that length here. Beautiful. Let's walk those hands over towards the left side. Now really be mindful here. I really want us to be intentional about this. So reach your right fingertips a little bit further so that they're actually in line with those left fingertips. That right hand is working a little harder to get us over there to find that length and feel that amazing stretch through the right side body. Now take one breath into it, big inhale. Exhale, sink the hips back a little bit more. And then walk those hands back through center. Staying nice and low. And let's go over now to the right side. Left fingertips start to just kind of like tiptoe a little bit more. And let's breathe into it here. Big inhale, feel your body expand. Sort of lift. Exhale, sink it back. Beautiful. Let's walk those fingertips back through center. Take one last child's pose here. Make it strong. Elbows are lifted. All 10 fingers are spread. Beautiful. Let's inhale here. You start to shift your weight into your hands and then tuck your toes. Let's come into our first downward facing dog. Hips lift up to the sky. Head and neck, press in between those arms. Now imagine your inner thighs are lifting up towards the sky. This is our first one. Be mindful of that. Pedal up the heels. Start with a generous bend. We've got plenty of time. Good. Let's take 2 more breaths here. Yes, last one. And very slowly begin to walk the feet towards the hands as we make our way up to our forward fold. Inhale to half lift here. Draw the shoulders back. Exhale, sink it down. Bending the knees if we need to. So again, first few poses here through the backs of our legs. Bend the knees generously here to help support you as you rise. Inhale, collect all that air, bring it up to the sky. Exhale, hands come to heart center. Beautiful. Inhale it, sweep those hands right back up. Exhale here, forward fold. Press your toes into the mat. Inhale, half lift. And exhale, forward fold. What do we need from these breaths? What do we need from them? Place the hands on your mat. Step one foot back, then the next. Hold your plank. Hold the plank strong here. Drop the knees to wherever comes natural. Pull the elbows in and start to lower the chest, chaturanga. Inhale to your cobra, to your upward facing dog, and then shift it back, downward facing dog. Beautiful. Let's keep moving with it. Start to walk the feet towards the hands. Come right up into it. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, forward fold. Bending through the knees, sweep the hands all the way up. Exhale, hands come to heart center. And then let them just keep flowing down to the sides. Let's inhale. Let's do it again. Inhale, sweep it up. Exhale. Bigger breaths. Can we go deeper? Inhale. Exhale, forward fold. Find that full extent, then place the hands down. Step it back to your plank. Hold the plank. Go ahead and draw the elbows in. Drop the knees. Lower the chest, chaturanga. Inhale to your cobra, to your upward facing dog. And then pressing back. Exhale to your downward facing dog. Use that warmth that you feel in your body. Use that to propel you. Let's inhale, start to walk the feet towards the hands. Exhale, sink into the forward fold. Inhale to half lift. Exhale back into it. Sweep those hands, bend the knees. Let's go all the way up. Rise it up. Sun salutations, greet it. Draw the hands to center. Let them keep flowing. Let's go one more time. Move with purpose. Move with intention. Inhale, lift the arms. Exhale. What are we inviting in? Inhale. What are you letting go of right now? Release it. Plant those hands. Step one foot back, then the next. Let's go. Maybe try it on the toes. Pull the belly in. Start to draw the elbows in. Bend them straight back. Chaturanga. You are strong. You can do this. Inhale. Exhale, downward facing dog. Lift those hips. Let's embrace this for a moment. Let's embrace this and let me help you. Let me help you make these adjustments. Yeah, your breath is powerful here. So move with it. Move with it. Inhale and feel yourself expand. Exhale, press. Find yourself coming into this beautiful inverted V position a little bit more. That's incredible. When you are ready, it's an inhale to start walking the feet towards the hands. Good. And then we sink into that forward fold. Inhale here to half lift. Let's draw both arms back here. So we have arrow arms here. We're really building some strength through our low back, through the back of our legs. Now here, what we're going to do is inhale, sweep the hands, keep the knees bent. Let's go chair pose. Tuck the pelvis. And let's just close our eyes. Let's embody this pose here. The strength that this pose exudes, just embody it. Hold it. You possess it. Take one more breath in on the exhale. I want you to sink just a little bit lower. Sink lower. Beautiful. So here, what I'd like for you to do is step back your left foot and then turn here both toes so you're facing one side of your mat. We're going to move with our breath a little bit more. So we don't do moon salutations often. They are a thing and they're super fun. But this is kind of a little bit of the movements that go with it. So what I'd like for you to do, just close your eyes. Take a big inhale, sweep the hands up. This is a big movement. You're taking up tons of space, taking up the whole area of your mat. Now here, exhale, kind of come into your goddess pose just for a moment. Bending the knees, drawing the elbows in. Your hands, your fingers are spread here. Inhale, lift everything back up, straighten the legs. Exhale here. Deep bend through those knees. Inhale, lift it up. Exhale. Let's go. Inhale. Exhale, sink it down. Beautiful. And inhale, rise. Let's step left foot back up to meet the right. Inhale, lift the arms. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale to half lift here. Draw the arms back. Arrow arms. Now hold it. Again, start to straighten the legs a little bit more. Hinging here at the waist. Your next inhale, sweep the arms high. Let's go chair pose. Drop the hips. Hold it. Embody it. And I'm just going to turn here so I'll be able to stay with you guys. We've got one more breath and it actually sinks us deeper. Sinks us lower into this pose as you exhale. Drop those hips a little bit more. Beautiful. And then let's step that right foot back. Open up here and then keep flowing with it. So taking up more space. Let's go right into it. Inhale, lift the arms. Good. Exhale, bend. Palms are facing up towards the sky. All 10 fingers are radiating. Inhale, lift it up. Exhale, sink low. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, lift it up. Exhale. And inhale, lift those arms right back up. Let's step now right foot up to meet the left. Inhale, sweep the hands high. Exhale to your forward fold. Inhale to half lift. Arrow arms, they come back behind you. Now here, we're coming into another variation of balancing. What I'd like for you to do is take your right hand, sweep it out in front of you. Take your left hand, sweep it out in front of you. Now very slowly, start to extend the left leg. We come into warrior three. Now if the arms feel a little bit better, keeping them closer or even flying them back behind you, you can do that. We're strong, we can do this. We've already warmed up the legs. So same thing with the back of the accordion neck. We don't want that. We want length, making sure it's not kinked. There's length back there. When you're ready, we're just stepping this left foot back. Inhale, sweep the hands high. Woo, high lunge. Settle into it just for a moment. And then let's open it up, warrior two. So drawing everything in line, let's lift those palms. We've kind of got a theme going on with those palms. Lift them up. So we're ready to receive. Palms up is an example of ready to receive. What you got to give. I'm ready here to take it. Next inhale, what I'd like for you to do is sweep the hand up. Left hand, just rest and we take it for that wrap behind you. Deep bend through the right knee. Inhale, shift it back, warrior two, and then extend it side angle. Take the left hand, reach it out overhead. Let's tap into that core. Let's say wake up. Time to do it. Start to pull the spine into the belly button. They become one. Start to lift that right forearm up, 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 and then it extends out as well. Reach. You're powerful. What are you grabbing? What are you holding? Last inhale. Then we're bringing it back, warrior two. Beautiful. Let's take an inhale and let's settle here. Flip those palms. As you exhale, windmill those hands down. Frame the foot, moving with intention. Step it back. Hold your plank. Chaturanga. Let's vinyasa through. Exhale, shift it back, downward facing dog. Beautiful. So just pedaling out through those heels. We're already feeling stronger. We're warm. We've got all this energy. Let's start to walk the feet towards the hands. Let's repeat that. Let's go on the other side. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, let's just kind of release this and reset. Now this time, inhale, sweep those hands back behind you as you half lift. And it's the same thing here. We're pressing the toes into the mat. And the legs are pretty straight here. Maybe shake out the head, yes and no. Now this time, sweep that left hand out in front of you. Sweep the right hand. Start to shift the weight a little bit more now into the left foot as we come into warrior three. And I don't even care if your right toes are just tapping on the mat. There's still a lot of power there. Draw the hands wherever you'd like. Close by, shoot them back behind you. You've got just one more breath here. And as you exhale it out, step that right foot back behind you. Inhale, sweep the hands. High lunge. Just settling into that pose. Open up through that back right hip flexor. And then let's open it up, warrior two. Settling here. Flip those palms. Deep bend here through that left knee. And it's not collapsing in. We know this. It's shooting out. Chest is open here. We're shining. We're glowing. Big inhale. Let's exhale. Let's lift that left hand to the sky. And we take it for that little wrap with the right hand. Little support. Inhale here. Shift back through warrior two. And come right into that side angle. Great time here to just start tapping into the core. Draw them in. Right hand extends out over the head. Very slowly, you start to lift the left forearm. You can do this. You're strong. Extend that left arm. Reach. Open the chest here. If we feel like we're starting to collapse, open up here. Beautiful. Last inhale. Exhale it out. Shift it back, warrior two. Final time, flip those palms. Big breath here, kind of settle. And then when you're ready, exhale, windmill those hands down. Frame your foot, move with intention. Pull the spine in, tuck the elbows, chaturanga. Inhale. Big exhale, flush it out. Pedal out through those heels. Nice. Nice. Beautiful job. Let's keep going. Let's keep going. This time, when you are ready, inhale, lift that right leg to the sky. Go ahead and deeply bend the right knee. Open up, let's stack those hips. Now, you can do this. Start to draw some circles here with that right knee. Let's go one direction, maybe two or three, and then switch directions. Beautiful, straighten the right leg. Let's step it through to meet in between the hands. Let's come up strong, warrior two. Arms flying out with you. Turn and flip those palms. Beautiful. Staying nice and low. When you're ready, drop that left hand, reach that right hand back. Your next inhale, come back through warrior two. Let's go side angle. This time though, what I'd like for you to do is extend that left hand, but maybe we try to take that right hand just a little bit lower. Ground through your left foot. So we're pressing that left outer edge of our foot into the mat. And then if it's in your practice, maybe take it for a bind. We're low here, we're warm. Right hand maybe reaches through, finds that left hand, and then open up wherever you are. And we're going for it. If you'd like to, start to just walk or hop the left foot up to meet the left. And then we start to just balance on the left foot. We can start to make our way into our bird of paradise or our transition into bird of paradise. Yes. Yes. And even if we just have the leg lifted, we're still balancing. You're still balancing. Maybe take your last final try with it. And then we'll meet back in our bind. Then we'll release out of it. Plant that right hand for me again. Let's extend that left arm out. Take a big inhale. Fully exhale it. And then make your way back up to your warrior two. Now what I'd like for you to do here is straighten that right knee. And let's turn our toes. Take a big inhale, sweep the hands high. Exhale, just come into a forward fold. Wide-legged forward fold. And just rest here. So those hands come down to the mat. Completely release the head and neck and shake it out. I want you to walk both hands over towards the left side. And as you do this, start to deeply bend the left knee. And then here, let's turn. The right toes start to come up. Heel is to our mat. And maybe we keep the hands on the mat. Maybe we keep them at heart center. So balancing, look at all these balancing poses. Balancing here in our right heel, in our left toes. Take one more inhale here, open up the chest. Incredible. Good. As you exhale though, let's go ahead and drop both hands for some support. Press into the mat or into the ground and start to shift those hips back up and just keep those hands in center. Begin to walk them back behind you so you're pulling yourself a little bit more in between the legs. Make sure we're not just hanging out in the heels. Shift the weight forward. Again, these opposing motions, we love them. So we're pressing the weight into the toes, shifting forward, but in the same time, we're kind of pulling ourselves back. Let's take one last inhale. Good, exhale it out. Now begin to walk the hands over towards the right, but turn those toes. So we actually pivot here, and now pivot on the back left toes. Frame that foot, step it back, hold the plank, and vinyasa through. Tuck the elbows, lead with the heart. Inhale. Exhale. Downward facing dog. Pedal out through those heels. Your next inhale, let's get after it. Left leg lifts to the sky. Now here, deeply bend that knee, open up, let's stack those hips. Now as you stack those hips, your right heel is in turn pressing into the mat or pressing down in that direction. Beautiful, let's draw those circles. So you got 2 or 3 to one side, or I should say one direction. And then let's go the other way. And then straighten that leg, straighten the hips, step that foot through. Beautiful. And then windmill those hands all the way up. Let's go warrior 2. Beautiful. Settling here. Flip those palms. So while we're flipping them, we're exemplifying receiving, but we're also opening up through the chest as opposed to kind of closing them in. This external rotation opens us up. Let's lift that left hand to the sky. Maybe take that right hand back behind us. Inhale, shift back through warrior 2. Let's go exhale, side angle. And we know where we're going from here. Reach that right hand out in front of you. Let's take that left hand a little bit lower if we can. And then maybe we'd like to try for that bind. And if we tried it on one side, I encourage you, try it on this other side. Left hand maybe sweeps in between the legs, right hand comes back behind us. Make that connection. If we need to collapse slightly to make it, that's okay, but then return to the openness. We can maybe step that right foot up to meet the left, shift the weight into the right foot, and beginning to lift into our bird of paradise. So taking your time here, maybe give it one last good effort. We'll come back to dropping that left hand, extending the right. Reset here, open through the chest. And then let's shift ourselves back up to our warrior 2. Beautiful here. Let's straighten this left knee. Turn those toes so we're now facing the opposite direction. Inhale, sweep the hands up. Exhale, forward fold here. And again, the hands plant. Bend the elbows. Shake out the head. Beautiful, and very slowly. Let's start to walk the hands towards the right foot this time. And then we'll bend that right knee. Turn the left toes up towards the sky this time. And start to make your way to balance if that feels okay. Again, those left toes really shooting up towards the sky. Feel how when we engage them, really opening up through that left inner thigh. Let's take one last breath here. Exhale, plant those hands down to the mat. Use them for some support. Press in as you straighten that right leg. Come back to just your center forward fold. And again, walk those hands back behind you. Always the option here, if it's in your practice, to take your headstand. If the head can reach down to the mat, you want to try that option. But let's just hold this for a moment. And kind of each breath we take, we feel ourselves kind of release a little bit more, hang a little heavier. Release through the upper back. Beautiful. Start to bring that awareness back in. Let's go ahead and walk both hands towards the left toes. Turn, so we pivot here, pivot on those back right toes. Frame the foot. Let's step it back. Hold the plank and just breathe. Hold. When you're ready, start to shift the weight a little bit more into the left hand. Stack the feet if you can. Lifting that right hip up towards the sky. Take it one step further. Extend the right hand out over the head. You can do this. One more inhale. Good exhale, plant that right hand. Start to just shift over. Feet turn. We're just stacking them on now. The right foot. Left hand lifts up to the sky. You're pressing that right hand to spread. Reach that left hand over your head. Lift for 3, 2, and 1. Bring that left hand down. Chaturanga through. Vinyasa through. Flush it out. Inhale. Exhale. Downward facing dog. If we need to rest even further than downward facing dog, you can always come down into child's pose. Beautiful. When you're ready, let's step both feet. Slowly walk them up towards the hands. Inhale to half lift. Good, and then exhale, forward fold. Good, and just kind of surrender into this for a moment. See if we can't straighten the legs a little bit more. When you're ready, let's bend the knees once more. Inhale, sweep the hands all the way up. Now this time, let's take a couple back bend variations. So up at the top, pointer finger and thumb come together. Super important here to consider our hips. Okay, we squeeze the arms up by the ears and then pull the belly in. So I can expand and then contract. So there's power here through my core. Now take a big inhale. As you exhale, slowly start to just keep walking your gaze back behind you. When you feel like you're at a point where you're like, yep, that's great, right here is good, hold it. Inhale to pull yourself back up, and then exhale right into a forward fold. Get a little counter stretch here. Do we feel that? Do we feel that counter stretch? You're literally bending your spine one direction and then the complete opposite direction. Let's bend the knees. Let's inhale, sweep the hands back up. Let's do that again. This time I'm going to give you another variation. It's my favorite. Hands come down to your low back. So the rest of your low back, pull those elbows in. Okay, so they're not chicken winged out. They're pulled in. They're active. And then turn, you're opening your chest and you're already starting to push those hips out in front of you. Ground your feet. Let's take a big inhale and again, start to kind of contract the core. As you exhale, start to slowly release here. Keep walking your gaze back behind you. Release through the neck. It's an inhale to bring you back up, up, up. Exhale to forward fold. Release those hands. Beautiful. Now from here, inhale, sweep those hands back up high. Let's get a lateral to also kind of shake it up. Up at the top, just drop that right hand. So really reach here through that left side of your body. Good. Take another inhale. And then exhale. Don't move anything else. Just feel that right hand start to shift down your leg. Turn and open up here. And maybe even try to turn and open up a little bit more than you think. So just keep going, keep going, keep going. Draw that shoulder back behind you. Yes. Good. Let's inhale, just bring that left hand back up. Exhale, bring it down to your side. Good. Inhale, both arms come up. Let's drop that left hand. Just hold that right. Drop the shoulder. Lots of focus here. Feels so nice. I mean, we're really getting deep into that spine. One more inhale. And then again, exhale, just feel that left hand start to slide down your leg. Right hand, right arm reaching over. Then turn the gaze up. Open it all up. Draw that right shoulder open. Do we feel this kind of lifting us up here? It's expanding. It's growing, stretching. Beautiful. On that next inhale, just draw that right hand back up. And exhale, bring it down to your sides. Let's go chair pose. When you're ready, inhale, sweep those hands high. Drop the shoulders. Yes, so let's balance a little bit more here from your chair pose. What I'd like for you to do is very intentionally start to lift the left leg enough so that you can wrap it over the right. We're staying low for a reason, okay? So we're coming into eagle. Now here, what I'd like for you to do, left leg is over. So we want left arm over. So when you're ready, we're sweeping right hand underneath, making that connection and holding. Try to stay low. And if you can, maybe sink a little lower. Let's go one step further because we're feeling it. I'm feeling it. I can feel it through the camera. You are too. Take a big inhale. As you exhale, start to crouch here. Pull your belly button in. Suck the tummy in. Shoot the arms, your fingertips straight out in front of you. Feel that openness through your upper back. Yes. Yes. So much energy. Squeeze it all together. Don't let go yet. Inhale, just bring yourself back upright. And just as controlled, let's bring that left leg out. Extend the leg straight. And then with a lot of force, release the hands. Shake it out. Let them swing. Let them shake. Move that energy around. Woo! Let's go other side. When you're ready, inhale. Let's come back into our chair. Drop those shoulders down. So get your posture here. We're tucking that pelvis. And let's go right leg. So we're just shifting the weight a little bit into the left foot. Enough space to cross it over here. And then make it tight. Pull it all in. Now from here, sweeping now, the left hand beneath the right. When you're ready, big sweep. Catch those hands. And remember, we're not just dropping them to our chest. They're active. Lift them up. Sinking a little bit lower here. Here's our eagle. Those hands are just in front of your gaze. Take a big inhale. As you exhale, let's go. Crouching eagle. Pull the belly in. Lift your spine. Open through the upper back. Now squeeze. Fire up. Fire up your insides. Next inhale pulls you back up. Very intentionally unwind that right leg. Extend the leg straight. Quick motion. Release. Shake it out. Flail the arms. Who cares what direction they go? Who cares what they look like? Shake them out. Beautiful. Let's inhale and lift the hands high. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, half lift. Good. Exhale. Last vinyasa here. Step one foot back, then the next. Let's slow it down a little bit because we're strong and we're capable. Pull the spine in. Draw the elbows in. Now lead with your heart. Elbows go straight back. Chaturanga. Inhale. Exhale, downward facing dog. Let's pedal out the heels one last time. Full extension here. Full extent of this pose. Lift the hips. Don't leave anything behind. If you haven't gotten curious yet, this is your final chance in downward facing dog to get curious. Last big breath. Good. Exhale it out. Let's drop the knees. Take it to your child's pose. And this time, wrap those hands back behind you. Maybe let one side of your forehead come to the mat. Just rest. Just rest. I have sweat literally dripping down my forehead. It's a beautiful feeling being alive. It is a beautiful feeling when you can literally feel your body lit up, warm, on fire. It is working. It is capable. The things it does for us. May we always treat it with the love it deserves. Let's extend those arms straight. You can go ahead and turn the head so that your forehead is just face down. And then what I'd like for you to do is just kind of walk those hands back up. And then if you need to shift your knees so that they come more centered to your mat, we're coming into hero's pose. So start to walk the hands even further back behind you. Making sure that our hips and our booty is coming in between the heels. I'm going to shift a little more center for you guys. And then I'd really like for you to just, again, find some length here through your neck, through your spine. If it feels okay to go a little further, holding on to your feet. Big quad stretch here. And this is one of those poses that it's like when we're like holding on to it and we're like, I don't want to surrender. I don't want to surrender. Like you can feel that shit. You can feel how tense you are. So I encourage you just very slowly, just try your best. Let it go. Have the confidence that you are here to support yourself. Maybe close the eyes and let's just breathe into it. When you're ready, very, very slowly start to bring yourself back up. And then we'll just swing those legs out to one side so we can bring our bottoms down. Good. And let's extend those legs straight. Just a last little bit here before we actually come down onto our backs and conclude. Draw those shoulders back. So here's our staff pose. Toes lift up to the sky because this naturally is allowing the majority of our leg to lie flat to the mat. And then let's inhale and just reach the hands up to the sky. Don't overthink this. It's just a lift. We don't need to curve the spine or anything like that. Just lift the arms. And then your next exhale, maintain that length. So really, really focus here. Strong spine, and then let it curve. And then we've spent nearly an hour warming up those legs, practicing balance, tapping into their strength. Really give yourself a pull here, a gentle pull, but find a deeper stretch here. Maybe release the head and neck. Bring that upper body closer to your legs. One last breath here. Exhale, pull just a little bit more. And then let's walk those hands up towards ourselves. Relax the shoulders. Beautiful. Let's bend those knees, plant the feet here. And then we're going to go for a little more balance here. This is going to be our last little bit of work, but it's more core balance than anything. But extend the arms out. Start to shift your weight back a little bit. And then let's come into our boat. So lifting here. Now, what I'd like for you to do, two options. If you can extend the legs straight without any support, that's great. That's where we're going to go. We're balancing here. If not, you can keep the knees bent, place the hands just right back behind you, and then extend the legs straight. Both are awesome, and both of them I'm feeling. Hold it. You can do this. Concentrate. This is your last little push. Last little push. For 3, for 2, and 1. Bend the knees. Let's roll onto our backs here. I'm just going to try to stay centered for you guys. Bend the knees, hug them in close to your chest. Beautiful. Planting your feet here, bring those hands down to your sides. And let's go palms facing down for just a moment, just to kind of have some support beneath us. So planting the feet here, I want you to take a big inhale and just start to lift the hips up towards the sky. Your next inhale, try to lift them a little higher. So actually roll back onto the shoulders a little bit more. And then here's your last growing opportunity. Lift a little higher. Like really, really get up there. Beautiful. When you're ready, you slowly drop the hips. Let's inhale, reach those hands overhead. And then exhale, drop both knees over towards the left. Extend the arms out long. So we come into that T shape. Turn the gaze so you're peeking at your right hand. And really just feel that great stretch here through our spine, through your core. So not just the front, but through the back. That's so important. That is our core. Next inhale, let's bring the knees back upright and let's lift the arms overhead. Big flush out, exhale, drop them over to the right side. Arms extend again. Turn the gaze, look at the left fingertips. See if you can't twist a little bit more. Still keeping both shoulders grounded. Can you twist a tiny bit more? Beautiful. Next inhale, draw both knees back up, lift the arms overhead. Exhale, hug them back into your chest. And then finally here, close the eyes. Let's go palms face up and extend the legs straight up to the sky. Last legs up the wall, last pose. If you need to add a little bend to the knees here to just kind of make this more enjoyable and more comfortable, you can do that. Take one more inhale. Exhale, bend the knees deeply, then extend one leg out, followed by the left. Let's start to make our way into Shavasana. Let's set ourselves up for a powerful, powerful Shavasana. And powerful in terms of transformation. Not powerful in terms of exertion and strength physically, but stillness. Without moving any piece of your body, acknowledge how you are feeling internally at this very moment. What are some words that come to mind? and just say them, let them appear, and then release them right back out. Life can be so tough sometimes. Life can be so confusing. We can get caught up in this. What is the whole purpose of this thing, anyways? Mindset so easily. But it is here in this place of stillness, of groundedness, and of trust in the universe, that we can honor that we are exactly where we are supposed to be, that life is unfolding for us in the most divine way. We must just focus and trust in that what we're doing here in this moment, this is it. And the sensations of joy and of peace and of love and compassion. That is the beauty of life. That is the essence of life. The way certain things make us feel and the way certain things light us up inside. And they're so difficult to explain because we can only feel them. May we find and see more moments like that. It is a balance. It is a balance of love and heartache, darkness and light, pain and joy. But the ability to feel, the ability to recognize our life, that on its own is incredible. In these next few moments, just decide if you'd like to stay where you are, or I'll invite you to roll over to your favorite side and find stillness and comfort in that. And your next inhale, let's just press ourselves back up seated, moving slowly, moving intentionally, moving very presently. Be here. Choose to be here. If the palms are not already turned up, just very gently turn them up. Now let's be open-minded to how this final hum will feel, this vibration. So from this place of stillness, I invite you to take a big inhale, and let's conclude with one final hum all together. Big inhale. Big inhale. The left and the right come together. They balance each other. They do. That is what this means, to bring one side with the other. They meet at the heart. They meet at a place of love and compassion. And then we lift them to our forehead as a way to honor our thoughts, our mind, to recognize the balance between the two and how they must unite. And the same thing as we bring the hands to the lips. May we find the balance between the words we speak. And while they be true and real and honest, they also have the intention to heal and uplift and empower. And then finally, these things rest at heart center, the place in which these things come through good intention, to do well, to mean well, and to be well within. The light in me honors the same exact light within us all. Namaste.